EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. The Black Hole's been waiting all year for this one. It's the Battle of the Bay, and we're underway from Oakland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here we go. 180, 13. Shoot. I got you. Two. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 56 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Here we go. 180, 21. Here we go. Recon, 132.5.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 20. Greystone, travel. Express. Check 31. 618. Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. There we go, Mike 20. 694. I got you. Express. Mike 20. Hey, Zoo. Situation. Let's go.
Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Express. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the
Throwing his car on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Kill. Hey, turn it. 9. Pilot, 64, weak. Express. 29. Mike 20. Go.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. The 40, 30, past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
Let's go, baby.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express. Raider one. Smooth. Mike 20. Mike 20. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
To throw again. Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 50 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on second down. Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You're mine.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carr now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Here's Carr to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 39.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, gun.
To throw is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. He's got the first down inside the 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here we go.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
I got you.
On second down, a run with Breida. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Hey, high 7. Here we go.
Carr now on first down. This will be Carr, Tyrell Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
93.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Raider 1. Express. Hey, exit. Here we go. Hey, Mike 20. Dude. Come on. Put that down.
Throwing again. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments. Or
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Harris. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
6-6, pull it high. There go Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, 734. Win championships, baby.
Carr gonna go on 4th down. He's gonna fire one deep, middle of, and my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's gonna get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go. Hey, watch your leg. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Team six.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike, 55. Hey, Charlie. 55. I got you. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Man, I got you.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get.
And got his man complete. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Express. 26-18. Hey, Alpha.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it will wind up just being incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
X3, 218, chop. 5. Mike 20, Raider run. Pick it up. Express. Under crunch. 29.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill. 9. Hey, orbit.
Throwing again. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check. Crunch. I got you. Safety creep. 12, fellas. Here we go.
They run again with Breida. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers.